Hi, boys and girls. For our story today, we're going to read from the Disney and Pixar Treasury. So we are going to read the story Toy Story 2. The evil Emperor Zurg appeared on the TV screen and fired at Buzz Lightyear. "Oh no," Rex moaned. He had lost his favorite Buzz Lightyear video game. Again! The other toys tried to cheer him up, all except Woody. He was too busy getting ready to go to cowboy camp with Andy. But at the last moment, disaster struck. Woody's arm ripped while he and Andy were playing with Buzz. There was no time to repair Woody, so Andy had to leave without him. Oh no! Andy's mom put Woody on the mending shelf. There, Woody met Wheezy the squeaky penguin, one of Andy's old toys. Just then, Andy's mom reached up and took Wheezy from the shelf. She wanted to put him in their yard sale. "Goodbye, Woody," Wheezy called as he disappeared downstairs. "I'm going to rescue Wheezy," Woody announced, and he whistled for Buster, Andy's puppy. The two of them raced outside and grabbed Wheezy. But as they headed back for the house, Woody's arm tore again and he tumbled to the ground. A greedy toy collector named Al was at the yard sale, and when he saw Woody, he picked him up and ran to his car. The other toys watched in horror from the window as Al drove off with Woody. Al took Woody to his apartment and locked him in. Woody looked around for a way to escape, but instead he found a floppy little horse called Bullseye and a friendly cowgirl called Jessie. "Let's show him who he really is," said an old prospector doll in a box. Jessie turned on the TV. Woody was amazed as he watched the show Woody's Roundup, starring Jessie, the prospector, Bullseye, and Sheriff Woody. Woody couldn't believe it. He had once been a television star, and now he was the last piece in a valuable toy collection. "Al is selling us all to a museum in Japan," explained the prospector. Meanwhile, back at Andy's house, the clever toys had figured out that Al was the owner of the local toy store. That night, the toys decided to rescue their friend. They went out to the rooftop. Slinky Dog held on with his paws as, one by one, Rex, Ham, and Buzz used his coils to bungee jump to the ground. "To Al's toy barn and beyond," Buzz shouted bravely. Then he led the way down the street. The friends walked on through the night. As the sun rose, they came to a busy main road and spotted Al's toy barn. "We have to get across," Buzz shouted. The toys each picked up a traffic cone and dashed into the busy road. "Drop," Buzz yelled and hid beneath his cone. A truck swerved to miss them, spilling its load of concrete pipes. "Go!" cried Buzz. Ignoring the honking horns and screeching brakes around them, the toys made it safely inside the toy barn. At Al's apartment, Woody sat with Jessie. His arm had been repaired and he looked brand new. "I'm all ready to go home to Andy now," he cried. "I belonged to a little girl once," Jessie said sadly. "She played with me every day until she grew up. Then she gave me away. Even the greatest kids outgrow their toys. Listen, Woody, if you stay with us, you'll be remembered forever." "Maybe you're right," Woody said quietly. "I think I'll stay after all." Inside the toy barn, Buzz looked up at an amazing display of new Buzz Lightyear toys. Each one was wearing a super utility pack. "I could use that," Buzz cried. Whop! Suddenly, he was attacked by a new Buzz Space Ranger. Although he struggled, Andy's toy was overpowered and imprisoned inside a box on the shelf. He began trying to escape right away. New Buzz thought Andy's toys were on a mission to defeat the evil Emperor Zurg, so he joined Rex and the others, who were touring the store in a toy sports car. The toys stopped outside Al's office where they could hear him talking on the phone. He was discussing his plan to sell Woody to a collector in Japan. They all hid in Al's briefcase as he left for home. Once inside Al's apartment, the toys escaped from his briefcase. New Buzz rushed over to Bullseye. "We're here, Woody," he yelled. Andy's toys looked at New Buzz suspiciously. Then Andy's real Buzz appeared. The toys were confused. "There's no time to explain," Andy's Buzz said to everyone. "Come on, Woody, let's go." But to his amazement, Woody refused. "No," Woody said sadly. When I'm worn out, Andy will just throw me away. He turned around and switched on the TV. But as Woody watched a small smiling boy on the TV screen, he realized just how much he missed Andy. "Hey, Buzz, wait," he shouted, but the prospector blocked the way. Buzz turned to help his friend, but just then Al came into the room. He scooped his valuable toys into a suitcase and took them to the airport. "We have to get Woody," Buzz shouted, but as they headed for the elevator, they heard an evil laugh. "It's Zurg!" Rex gasped. Bravely, Buzz and New Buzz fought off the attack. Rex closed his eyes in panic, then thwack! His nail knocked Zurg off the roof of the elevator car. "I won! I defeated Zurg!" Rex shouted excitedly. Andy's toys said goodbye to New Buzz and raced through the hall after Woody. Luckily, they spotted a pizza truck nearby, and the toys jumped in. With Buzz at the steering wheel, Slinky on the pedals, Rex as a navigator, and Ham working the levers, they zigzagged their way to the airport. There, the toys ran inside, desperately looking for Al. Al was still at the check-in desk. As his suitcase thumped onto the conveyor belt, the toys jumped up beside it. "Woody, are you in there?" Buzz called, and he opened the catch. Pow! The prospector came out fighting. Buzz fought back and quickly trapped him inside a backpack. Woody and Bullseye had managed to get out of Al's suitcase, but Jessie was still trapped inside. "I'm not letting Jessie down," Woody thought. "She deserves another chance to play with a kid who loves her." Woody, Buzz, and Bullseye galloped after Jessie as the suitcase got closer to the plane. Woody dived into a golf bag as it was loaded on the plane. Then he searched the bags until he found Jessie. "Oh, Woody, I knew you'd come," she cried. "We're not out of here yet," Woody said grimly, "and we haven't much time yet." They felt the plane begin to move toward the runway. Woody tried to help Jessie down, but his weak arm gave way. "Help," she cried as she fell toward the plane's wheel. Thinking quickly, Woody used his string as a lasso and pulled Jessie up safely. At the same moment, Bullseye and Buzz galloped toward them. "Jump, Woody, jump," called Buzz. Holding Jessie tightly, Woody dropped onto Bullseye's back. Later that day, Andy arrived back home. He was happy to be back, and he was even more pleased to see Bullseye and Jessie with the other toys on his bed. He started to play with them at once. The toys all smiled. They were safe at last, back in Andy's room. Thanks for listening, boys and girls. Stay tuned. We're going to do a reading activity next. I'll see you then. Bye.